Hey guys, it's me, and welcome to It's Swag Talk by Swagger Lord Swagson, the swag master of Tumblrino Swag. No, I feel like I need a better intro. Yeah, but today I want to ask, is Borussia Dortmund too predictable? So yeah, I read an article, and it pretty much said that Borussia Dortmund is playing too predictable. And of course, I questioned myself, and I thought, and the thing is, I feel like in the games we had a draw or lost, for example against Leverkusen or Salzburg. I feel like that there were time of the in during the game there were times that we really played predictable or in general. So let's focus about the things that are for me predictable. So pretty much you can see Jule, you know, his type of thing is, I feel like he's playing very predictable. The enemy team can pretty much practice really well on him because his job is pretty much to control the back of the midfield, his passes and stuff. So everyone knows that he does the passes that lead to, for example, an attack from the wing or from the other midfield players, the more forward midfields. And I feel like that's pretty much too predictable. So the players knows they are where to have to stand. So for example, how Schalke played. Schalke pretty much made it hard for Dortmund to get into the game because they didn't could pass that much forward because you see Alba, he had like in the first half two ball touches. That's sick, man. And I feel like that sometimes Dortmund plays too predictable. They pass to the wings, and the wing is trying to do a cross, or then it passes back, and then this kind of too much ball control sucks. When you have too much control, because then you can nothing do. You can just pass, and the enemy team is just there. They're defending. They're waiting for a counter attack, just like Schalke did. And in the first half, they had more chances than Dortmund, who had more of the ball. You know ball control. And I feel like what Dortmund needs to play faster. They need the speed. They have that type of players who can actually think and be smart with the ball. And I feel like when Rafa came in, he did he helped Dortmund to get the speed into the game. For example, he passed to Jule. Jule did the long ball to Mario, and Mario did this dribbling and double, not German, the double pass to Dembe. And I feel like that Dortmund needs to play fast. If they have too much ball control, you know, then don't just play to this kind of slow game. It's it's a problem because then you don't get too much effort, and you're not really how to say scary for the enemy team because they know they just have to stand at the point. They just have to mark a player. So he maybe against Hertha, Mario Götze was pretty much marked. He couldn't do anything. 60 minutes just a ghost. And then for example, there were games where Mario Götze really shined. For example, against Union Berlin, and it's the type of things. And I feel like at some point Borussia Dortmund is playing too predictable, and so the enemy team can really prepare for this. And the games, just as I've said, the games where Dortmund had ties or lost, they were playing too predictable, but also they had problems uh, in the finishing, because in the game against Salzburg, Dortmund had like big chances and they didn't use them. Also in the draw matches, there were some chances that had to be in. I mean, holy moly, Aubameyang, Auba, the Aubame is just in the Hertha game. He missed like a penalty and this clean this clean chance. I mean, if he hadn't, we would have won the game. I mean, I don't want to judge one player. I was just making an example. But if we had, for example, used our chances, and we could have won. And the finishing in Dortmund is lately not that good. Also against Union Berlin, for example, we had one goal, and Gonzo, he had like two big chances and he missed the goal like miles away. For I mean, I'm making examples, but I hope you get the thing when I mean that the finishing is really bad from Dortmund. I mean, we have a lot of goals. Actually, people will not say, "Hey, what are you talking about? We have scored a lot of goals." Yes, but the opportunities we had, like, for example, Dortmund has 20 shots on the goal, and one of them is a goal. Okay, we have one goal, yay! But we have missed like 19 chances, and that is pretty bad. You have to score more goals, and as I said, the finishing from Dortmund has to improve. And with players, for example, of Marco coming back, I hope that hopefully brings more goals. For example, that not more goals, of course, yes, more goals, but I wanted to say that our finishing gets better because that's a problem. But I feel like the main problem is that Borussia Dortmund is just playing often too predictable. I mean, yeah, you could say now about any teams that hey, they're playing too predictable, blah blah blah. But in Dortmund, their build-up style is pretty much always the same. It's about Jule having the ball, then he's gonna make maybe a long cross, then or he's doing this short pass, and then it's gonna be passed to the wing, and then the wing is trying to cross it in. So Auba gets it with the foot or with the header, for example, and then it's always kind of the same. That's why Dortmund needs the speed. They need the pace, and if they're having the pace, the enemy team can nothing do about it because it's not. I mean, it's unpredictable. That's the right word. It's unpredictable. You have this fast, high-paced game. Then pretty much the enemy team has really trouble, and that's the things that Dortmund is, known for. As I've been a kid, and Dortmund has always have been this team with high speed. With Tuchel, of course, he changed things with this ball balance stuff, but I feel like the Dortmund is always a team that was known for his speed. And I feel like the Dortmund should use it. That they should more play in the fast style thing, and I feel like then they will be unpredictable, and that's the thing that Dortmund has to pull out. There were a lot of things that happened, like a lot of combinations and stuff, and they didn't make it a goal. But if you play fast, if you play smart, then you will most likely get a big chance, or will maybe even get a goal. For example, the goal against Union Berlin. I mean, Gonzo was doing the sprint. He was doing it from midfield. He passed one player. Then he passed the ball to Mario. Mario then had a lot of time, but okay, that wasn't that fast, but I feel like he had a lot of time. He could, had many options. Then to pass the ball to Larsen, and then he just made the fast cross in, and that lead to a own goal for Union Berlin. But the thing is that Gonzo with the sprint, this was important. This was the fast thing I'm talking about. He's not gonna now. Oh, now I'm gonna pass the ball to Papa, and then he's gonna pass the ball to Matze, blah blah blah. No, he just sprint forward and then passed the ball to Mario. Mario had the idea, Mario passed the ball to Larsen, and then pretty much we had a goal. And that's how I want to see Dortmund more. More the kind of going forward, going with aggression, and being fast. That's the kind of things that Dortmund makes them unpredictable and most likely makes them really really strong, and hopefully we will see it, for example, also against in the Champions League against Sporting Lisbon. Lisbon, I think. I feel like I don't know if it's in English word, but anyways, also Mario gets the ball, then the fast pass to Auba, and Auba then sprints, gets the goal. That's what I'm talking about. This kind of one-touch football. You get the ball, you pass it immediately, and then you're gonna score the goal. That's what I want to see Dortmund with, this high and pace football. That's Dortmund where they're really unpredictable and they're really really strong then. And I feel like if we're gonna pull it off more often, then we would have won games, we would have scored goals, and yeah, we will see how it goes through the season. But trust me when I say you that Dortmund would be more dangerously when they would play more and much more faster than actually just these more. I want always to say small, but I mean slow. I don't know why. But anyways, I want to say if they keep this slow thing, they're gonna have troubles. They're gonna have the ball control, yeah, but they're gonna have troubles to score actually a goal. To do Borussia Dortmund just need the pace. Honestly, they just need the pace to be dangerous. If you're gonna be the slow motion kind of thing, then you're maybe gonna score a goal, but it's gonna take a lot of efforts and maybe not. And that's the thing.